Welcome back to Hardball. Nevada Senate candidate Sharron Angle was secretly tape recorded in a meeting with Nevada Tea Party candidate Scott Ashkin. And she said some unflattering things about the Republican Party. The audio is tough to make out, but let's listen. We have the script to watch as you listen to it.
The Republicans have lost their standard. They've lost their principle. And really, that's what the machinery in the Republican Party is fighting against things.
Wow, Scott Ashkin joins me right now. Scott, thank you for joining us. Where did you have this tape recorder? In your pocket, or where was it?
I had the tape recorder on my person. This was just self-protection because I've been lied about.
No, but where was it physically? Where was it physically when you were recording Sharron Angle, the candidate for the Senate?
It was in my front pocket.
Yeah, okay. Well, let me ask you, did she know you had the tape recorder?
No.
Do you think that's fair game to go in and tape record someone secretly, as a matter of principle?
Yes, I do. I think that it's considering the lies that have been brought forth about me, about my business, and other things, considering the phone call that I got from a high-priced Washington, D.C. attorney the night before, considering the lies that went out after the fact, I had a...
Well, who was the attorney who called you up and threatened you?
Cletus Mitchell. She's out of D.C. You probably know her, Chris.
Okay, well, good. I love information here. Let's keep reporting it. Let's go right now to what happened on that tape. Here's Sharron Angle and the tape we recorded of the conversation with her. Was it this weekend you did this meeting?
The attorney call was Tuesday night. The meeting was Wednesday night.
Okay,
I was asked to attend a meeting at which I thought there was apology coming from the lies that were put out in the press, which is why I went. After that meeting, I went out of town. The newspaper and the reporters put out lies regarding that meeting and what the context of that meeting was.
I see.
And I got a call from a local TV host, John Ralston, playing back voicemails that this Mitchell left on some stray voicemail. And I said to my campaign manager, take this
Release the tapes. Release the tapes. Well, there you are playing defense. Let's listen to this because I think there's two very interesting points in this tape that will tell you a lot about Sharron Angle, the candidate for the Senate of the Republican Party. Let's listen to the first one. I think it's her basically trying to get you to get out of the race so she can beat Harry Reid, which does make sense to me. Let's listen to her.
I'm not sure that you can win. And I'm not sure that I can win if you're winning against me.
Try to keep back her.
And that's the part that's scary to me. Is that
you have to understand.
You and I come from the same place.
You have to understand something that's not personal with you, and I hope that you understand.
Well, everybody says it's not personal, but then Harry Reid wins.
Well, that seems to be a reasonable argument. She's saying it in three-way vote. In fact, you've got that four-way out there in Nevada where you can vote none of the above. But if you have two people on the right running, you and Sharron Angle, don't you jeopardize the right-wing cause? Isn't she right in that tape?
I don't think so. I think that you have two politicians running against a person that is for Nevada. We've had a Tea Party Express out of California that came in trying to that put her in there. The Republicans themselves ran 13 people on the ballot to split the vote. She was not the strongest candidate. We have people from California, and now we have people from Washington, D.C. trying to affect Nevada. It's not right, and Nevadans will vote on November 2nd.
Yeah, but the strongest candidate, forget the ideology, was probably Sue Loudon to beat Harry.
Listen,
one-on-one, who's going to beat Harry? The best bet's Sue Loudon, and she's not even on the ballot now.
It probably was. That was a Republican mistake, and they ran 12 people. We had several Republicans running against each other, chewing each other up, and at the end of the day, you get what you get.
I want to ask you in a minute whether you're a Republican or a Tea Partier, but let's get to here. Here's Sharron Angle and her power. Now, here she is bragging that she can open doors for you to all the big shot Tea Partiers in Washington. She's going to get you meetings with DeMint and all kinds of people. Let's listen. Let's listen.
That's really all I can offer to you is whatever juice I have, you have as well. You want to see DeMint? I have juice with DeMint. I go to Washington, D.C. now, and I say, I want to see Jim DeMint. He's right there for me. I say, I want to see Tom Clover. He's right there for me. I say, I want to see Mitch McConnell.
Was it Lord Acton in England that said power tends to corrupt and absolute power corrupts absolutely? All of a sudden, she's not even won the election. She may lose it, and she's talking about juice. She sounds like a Chicago pop. What's this? I got juice in Washington. Didn't that surprise you that she's talking like King Caucus or somebody already?
No, because I think the Democrats and the Republicans basically are the same, and I think that's really the difference in this election. In Nevada, we have a chance. We have a Tea Party candidate. Nevada will have a chance to come out and vote for that candidate.
Okay. So she's not a Tea Partier.
In Nevada, we have a Tea Party candidate, and it's Scott
she's
Ashton.
Not a Tea Partier, you're saying?
I think she has some Tea Party aspects to her, but she's obviously been indoctrinated by the Republican Party, and she can't act like she would want to act.
Well, here's some more of her. Well, by the way, she then gets into the fact that she's listing, by the way, I found it fascinating, certain Republican people that look like Republican candidates who can win, actually, are Tea Partiers. And she's listing Christine O'Donnell as the real thing, Joe Miller is the real thing. She's not sure of whether Marco Rubio is the real thing. Do you agree that those are the real thing, those are fellow Tea Partiers, or are they just Republicans?
I think they're anybody that has an R next to their name or a D is either a Democrat or a Republican, period.
Okay, so the Tea Party stands alone, sir, right? That's
yes,
it.
sir.
Thank you very much, Scott Ashkin, who has tape recorded a conversation with Sharron Angle and maybe bringing her down.